Namaskar. Hello and welcome to PGurus channel. I'm your host Sree. Today is Colonel Mayank Chaubeyji's day and this is Tuesday. Let's welcome Colonel Saab. Namaskar sir, how are you?
Namaskar, how are you, Sree?
I'm doing very well. Thank you so much. When I start speaking, I have some boils in my mouth. वो जा नहीं रहा है. So what's happening is at the start, I have starting trouble, like a nice but old car, ambassador.
So take lots of water.
Yeah, I have water. Yes, thank you. Um, Viewers, we're going to talk about a serious subject, and if time permits, we are also going to touch upon Sydney and perhaps even the six countries that have banned screening of the movie Dhurandhar. All these things are interesting. Let's first talk about breaking in Bangladesh. Bangladesh is really hurtling towards a civil war, in our opinion. Colonel Chaubey has shared with me so much information. It goes straight to the gut, guys. I mean, somebody walking just outside the city of Dhaka, picked up by four guys, gang rape. No explanation given. And the video has been taken and shared. How worse can it get? It is just gut to the, punch to the gut. And people are making all kinds of statements because of that one guy, what is in a Hadi, who was captured. Colonel Saab, talk to us. You're sitting on a lot of information. Bangladesh, something needs to be done because right now it feels like a month before April 1971, which is when that searchlight or whatever that Operation Searchlight started. It is just like a couple of weeks before that. And again, a lot of Pakistani guys are, flying in, flying out of Bangladesh. What the F is going on? Sir, over to you.
Thank you, Sree, and thank you for taking up this topic. In fact, this is a very troubling development which is going on in Bangladesh. And when I say troubling, it should invite a lot of attention that what is happening there. Now, the problem didn't start when the elections were announced. Very recently, the Election Commission of Bangladesh, they announced elections in the month of February as expected. The election announcement would come. But the troubling thing is that when the trouble started brewing in Bangladesh, and I would say that the trouble didn't start today. The trouble started in August 1946. That I will take as a cutoff figure. And Sree, a friend of mine, she's senior to me. Her father was I think he was the Thana in charge, or he was responsible for Bau Bazaar police station, from where the operation started. And the operation was code named, I'm forgetting the name.
Searchlight?
No. Direct Action Day.
Oh, you're talking 1946. Yeah.
So in 1946, it started from a place, and my friend, she shared with me that what all happened. And she even shared the details that her father, while leaving this world, he had just one regret, that he had so many people under his watch, he could have saved them. But there was a voice which ordered not to do it. And the voice was of some guy named Sohrawardi. And
Prime
why
Minister
did
of Bengal.
refuse that? Beg your pardon?
Prime Minister of Bengal.
Yeah. And why did he say so?
Scoundrel.
Because he had the blessings of somebody named Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi. I was aghast. I was going through a book by the name of Hey Ram. You know, what does Mahatma Gandhi write in that book? Or what did he say? Because he's being quoted in that book and nobody could contest what he said. He spoke about Hindu women being raped. And he said that if in case they feel bad, they should strangulate themselves or bite their tongue and give their own life. These are the suggestions which are given by the father of the Indian nation. Okay, come on. He gave this suggestion. It didn't stop there. So when Gopal Patha stood up and he started taking revenge, then suddenly the apostle of peace comes and says that non-violence. And this thing was shown very clearly in the movie Gandhi, which people probably missed out. And Sree, you know what happened? Sohrawardi was being helped by one youngster And this youngster, he took Sohrawardi as his ideal. And this youngster's name was Mujibur Rahman. Does it ring a bell?
Yeah. He went on to be, he's the father of the nation of Bangladesh, and whose
Yes.
daughter happens to be Sheikh Hasina, who India is now sheltering. I mean,
Yes.
sab ke sab yahi hai.
So this is a brief historical account which I think no Indian should forget. That, of course, now we have said that let bygones be bygones, but in diplomacy, you don't keep anything to heart and you let things go. But then this is history, and history should never be forgotten.
Forgotten.
Why am I coming to that point? Bangladesh was not ever loyal towards the Indian thinking or the Indian ideology. Bangladesh was always East Pakistan. So those people who feel that the Bangladeshis will be loyal towards India, I am so sorry, you're being naive. A country which the people decide to stay in a country which is hostile towards India, how do you think that they will have a change of heart in 1971? Now that is the legacy which is now carrying. So please, for heaven's sake, don't expect that Bangladesh will be a loyal friend. Bangladesh was East Pakistan. Sheikh Hasina Wajid tried to drill some sense into the country. Here I would commend her because she was leading a party, the Awami League, which was promoting, at least promoting secularism. She had put the Jamati leaders, the fanatics behind bars. She had the guts to do that. And she had to pay the price, of course. So what happens is that she flees the country, and in July 2024, there is a new party by the name of NCP which takes prominence. And that is the National Citizens Party or something like that. I'm forgetting the name. Now, this party is carved out of those people who were responsible for throwing out Sheikh Hasina Wajid from that country. If you recall those images where people are bringing down the statue of Sheikh Mujibur Rahman. So, Sriji, let us give him the benefit of doubt. Okay, he was this man, but then he had carved out Bangladesh. And Bangladesh was carved out with Indian help. If somebody says that the Mukti Bahini was strong enough to make Bangladesh, I'm so sorry about it. Mukti Bahini couldn't have done it without the help of India. And let it be very clear to everybody, Bangladesh celebrates it as Liberation Day and wish you a very happy Liberation Day. But for us, it was Vijay Divas. And I'm very happy in saying that let India celebrate Vijay Divas and let Bangladesh celebrate Liberation Day. Unfortunately, today, I'm getting a report that Bangladesh is not celebrating Liberation Day. They are agitating. Agitating against what? I'm really surprised. So one can just sit and pray that some sense is drilled into the Bangladeshis and they understand what is good for them and what is bad for them. Now, when I say this, yesterday I had tweeted something. I don't know, Sriji, whether you noticed it or not. It was the voice of General Manekshaw, Field Marshal Manekshaw.
Oh, I heard that speech. Yes.
Yes. So I wrote a line in the last that if General Upendra Dwivedi says similar things, I shouldn't be surprised. Why? Because Bangladesh is creating conditions for itself in which India will be forced to take action. And mind it, this is not a regime that would just give dossiers and keep quiet and complain to USA. The philosophy of this country is घर में घुस के मारना है. And let it be known to one and all that if in case you try to raise an eyebrow against India, we are capable of taking out both the eyes from your eyeballs. The sockets will be emptied. This is the Naya Bharat. And for heaven's sake, understand where we come from. So I see a lot of leaders of the NCP in their exuberance are saying that the Indian High Commission will be shut if they come to power. They even tell the Bangladeshis that you will not work in the Indian High Commission there. They go on to say that they will sever the seven sisters from Indian mainland. To all these people, there is one simple message. If in case our police force goes down to Bangladesh, they will be enough to take you on. We don't have to deploy even our paramilitary forces. So, for heaven's sake, please try to understand that if you have got a sensible neighbor like India, Sriji, this is the same country which had gone to the International Court of Justice against something known as sharing of maritime waters. There is a saying in UNCLOS, United Nations Convention of Law of Seas, that 200 nautical miles of land from your boundary will be your exclusive economic zone. And Bangladesh went to contest that. Now, if you see the map of Bangladesh, three sides it is surrounded by India. So, if we extend 200 nautical miles from our borders, Bangladesh is left with a very small piece of land. So when Bangladesh went to the international court, India, like a big brother and a sensible country, allowed that to happen. We didn't appeal against what the international court was saying. Had we wanted, we would have gone against that. So, for heaven's sake, try to understand that India is there to look after your interests, provided you behave yourself. And as we talk, I would love to share one image file with you
Yeah,
and
go ahead.
allow me, yeah,
Yeah,
allow me some disturbance, but then I'll continue with what I'm saying.
yeah,
So what happens is that in Bangladesh, they started with attacking the Awami League. Awami League was the party of um, Sheikh Hasina Wajid. Now, when they attack their workers, they burn down their property, they are attacking them. Okay, it becomes a political fight. But if in case you get down to a level where you stop at nothing, and when I say when you stop at nothing, that means that you go and target the minorities. And when I say minority, it's clearly the Hindus. So they went on to target the Hindus. And it was not only limiting to destruction of temples, it was killing of people, raping of women, killing of innocent children, and brutally killing them. The rape was not a simple rape, it was used to be gang rapes. I have shared certain videos with you. I know that it is impossible to play those gory videos on the channel. But the fact is that things are happening there. Sriji, would you believe that even the doctors, they refuse to go to the rural areas to work because they are also not safe? Now, what has happened is that the entire society has been demonized. The men folk have converted into demons. They don't distinguish between old or young, child or woman or anybody. They are simply going after the female folk. It started with the Hindus, now it has gone to anybody. So anybody is a target. Since the ousting of Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina on August 5, Bangladesh has seen a dramatic increase in violence against its Hindu men. Yeah. It's not only since ousting, it was going on before also. Let us be very clear about that. The Hindus were always persecuted in Bangladesh. It's a very, very clear cut statement that I'm making here with all responsibility because I have complete information about this. So the society has marginalized the minorities there. The minorities there, they are staying in fear. I shared a video with you. A man out of fear, he joins the Jamaat, a Hindu guy. I don't remember his name. And people say that he is receiving threatening calls from India. I'm sorry, we don't give threatening calls. If we want to act, we act. We don't threaten anybody. So, from my side, you may join Jamaat. From my side, you may join ISIS or you may join the Al Qaeda. I don't care about it. The moment you step into that realm, you stop being what you were because your sensibilities are lost. And I'm not bothered about your joining any political party. Now, you cannot stand in a public rally and rant against my country. That, I'm sorry, I will not digest. So, Sriji, what happens is that there is a small video where I post, where there is a statement by Field Marshal Manekshaw, and I say that it might be General Upendra Dwivedi saying a same thing. So what happens is, just to bring to your attention, I would like to bring a photograph, and let this photograph be imprinted on your minds. If in case you don't mind your ways, I foresee a similar photograph being clicked. To the left is General Upendra Dwivedi, and on to the right is the Chief of Army Staff of Bangladesh. It might be a repetition of 1971. So the Indian government wouldn't say that, but then if in case people out there don't behave, this might be the future that Bangladesh holds. So please beware and understand that you are trying to challenge the Indian might. If you think that Pakistan can be your daddy had a bloody nose in Operation Sindoor, and he's still nursing that bloody nose. It was to his good luck that we didn't finish off Pakistan. But now there are enough signals from the Indian side that if in case Pakistan tries to raise its head, even if it has a Hydra head, that will be eliminated. And to Bangladesh, let me clearly say that if India crushes the Hydra head of Pakistan, you are non existent in front of the Indian might. Let it be a clear cut warning to the Bangladeshis. Please mend your ways. Try to understand that we Indians, we mean peace. But if in case you try to act funny, then we know how to chop you into pieces. Yes, Riji.
Thank you so much. So we have shown the picture. So viewers, this is one part of what is going on. And like I said, a lot of activity from Pakistan into Bangladesh. Yunus has really, gone cuckoo, if you ask me. So one other thing that we need to remember, Colonel Saab, $6.1 billion is what Bangladesh owes to China. When I see Pakistan coming to any country, Pakistan is what? $29 billion they owe to China. China can say, jaake kuch kar, udhar se bhi kuch kar. These guys will come and do it. But Pakistan will take money from US also for doing the same thing. One task, two pays. Very smart that way. Kamchor bhi hote hain on top of that. Right? So this country is... there is Amy Mek. I really have a lot of respect for her. You can look at Amymek. She calls Pakistan, she's an American person. She calls Pakistan a shithole of a country. And you see what they did in Sydney. Now we are changing topics a little bit. We'll come back to this because there's a connect here. But let's go to see what's happening in Bondi Beach. Just like Pahalgam, first day of the Hanukkah festival, these people, father-son combination, some Akram, and there was... So this is the thing. A lot of people are saying, no, you are wrong. This Naveed Akram is not related to Wasim Akram. I'm not 100% sure he's not related. Do you have... He's supposed to be the nephew.
Okay, I couldn't find that. So, but Sree, what happens is that the Pakistani propaganda machine, it was churning out misinformation at rapid pace, and that machine broke down because they couldn't support it. They started that his name is Nadeem Afghani, and he's from Nangarhar province of Afghanistan. They tried that. Yeah, they tried that.
But he's not. He's Akram.
No. He's Nadeem Akram. Known. He's a 24-year-old guy. The license was issued in 2006, and the T-shirt that he's wearing for the clicking of that license belongs to the Champions Trophy of 2006, which was played in India, and he's wearing a Pakistani jersey while taking the photograph in the driving license. That is the information. Okay, so Indians have IQ, and I have been saying that please don't compare Indians with any other country. This country was divided on the basis of IQ. The lower IQ went onto the other side, and the higher IQ stays there. So please don't try to outsmart India when it comes to these matters. So this guy is caught, and Sriji, it was no cold-blooded murder. This guy was operating the bolt action rifle in a manner in which it could have beaten the automatic rifle. I have seen the video where he's firing. The way he's cocking the weapon, aiming and firing, he is a trained soldier. This is what it appears from the film. If he's not a trained soldier, he's been a shooter. So this guy, he kills mercilessly. Why was Hanukkah chosen? Why the first day? Sriji, if in case I can take your audience to some historical journey.
Yeah,
So in
please,
the
sir.
it was the year 165 BC, before Christ. What happens is that the Greeks, they were trying to take over the Jews. They had taken over their worship places. So the Jews, they fought back and they got the place of worship. And if in case you would have seen a Jew house, they have got a candle stand. It has got 8 candles and it has got one supporting candle. So what happens is there's a reason why they have these 8 candles. So when they enter the place of worship, they have to light a candle. And the candle has to be burnt with the help of oil. This oil can last for only one day. What they do is that they light the candle and they start their worship. The candle burns for 8 days. And when it burns for 8 days, oil supply is regulated and the oil comes to the place of worship. That is why you find there are 8 candles in a Jewish home. It's a assortment of 8 candles. Now, Hanukkah festival, it commemorates that taking back of that place of worship, and they rejoice of on taking it back. And hence the Hanukkah festival, it lasts for 8 days. That is the history behind this festival. It is akin to our Diwali because we call Diwali as the festival of lights. And Hanukkah is again, you light candles, you celebrate that thing. I authored an article, CG, I don't know whether we can share it here or not. It was a similarity between the Hindus and the Jews being targets of the Islamist terrorism. And you can draw similes why these two religions or faiths are targeted by the Islamists. Because both have got a number of similarities. And the existential threat is felt by the Islamists. That if in case people of these faith exist, they cannot stay in peace. This is their mindset, and that is why you have targeted killings of these two faiths and religions. So there's a reason behind it. There is a method to madness. You can say that. And when people say that he is radicalized, I'm so sorry. In this shooting, you found a son and a father shooting at people. That means the teaching is not from outside. The teaching runs in the family. That is a very big proof which people should try to understand. That the son is getting the teacher from father, and both of them, they know that they might end up being buried under the ground. They knew that. Yet they go and do the same thing. So it is not that somebody is radicalizing them. The radicalization exists in the family. So it is being passed on from one generation to the other. Now the question comes, will Australia act like India did in Operation Sindoor? My answer is a big no. Because I compared what Prime Minister Albanese said and what Prime Minister Modi had to say on the same event. It appeared that Mr. Modi felt this loss as a personal loss, and Mr. Albanese was trying to again mollycoddle and walk a line which in your country people call it as woke. He was worse than a woke. He had lost 15 or 16 of his own countrymen. There were 40 people lying in the hospital battling for life. And the Prime Minister says that we did this, we did that. Now, instead of condemning the violence, he speaks of what is being done. Now, if you have a Prime Minister like this, I'm so sorry that your priorities lie somewhere else. And you will again face such a situation, that is for sure. Because what happens is, Bibi Netanyahu in his address says that on 17th of August, he had warned the Australians that something might happen. They didn't pay heed to what was being said. On 25th of October, there were people shouting slogans on the airport, pro-Hamas slogans, but no action was taken. So it finally resulted in the shootout on the 14th. Now, this becomes a very big warning from India as well. If in case you don't tame this madness will turn out into an incident like this. So it's a big warning shot for all the intelligence agencies, all the security agencies, that please pay heed to what is being done in Sydney, because the madness exists here also. Because these people, they are come from the mother of terrorism, and this mother has got countless children. So people be warned that such things have to be controlled. They have to be checked. Otherwise, that situation may erupt anywhere in the world. Now the USA is feeling the heat. Sriji, your country is feeling the heat. And I would for once agree with what Hillary Clinton had said. If you breed snakes in the backyard, don't think that they will not come to bite you. Mr. Trump is doing the same thing. Inviting Nawaz Sharif or Shehbaz Sharif and Asim Munir, he is trying to feed the snakes. So these things are all warning shots for the Western world as well. Stop feeding the snakes, because they will not spare you, they are going to bite you. So that's a warning signal for the West, because the West always believed that we are insulated from all these things. No, you're not insulated. You are part of it. So better take remedial actions. Yes, Vijay.
Thank you so much. And while we talk about Pakistan, I'm very curious as to why 6 countries in Middle East have banned showing the movie Dhurandhar. See, I saw the movie. So basically, it shows about, gang wars in Karachi. It's not glorifying Baloch. It is, Baloch happens to be on one side. The other side happens to be PPP, whatever, Pakistan People Party politician, something parallels to that. Okay. And there is the ISI, and basically it feels like a report card, because the author has connected from, 1999 ka kya hua, 1991 ka kya hua, 2001 ka kya hua, 2008 ka kya hua, put them all together as a story, and also thrown in fake currency. Fake currency, I have written a lot of stuff, and he's following the script. Basically, 2 brothers, Khanani brothers. Even in the movie, they are called Khanani. 2611, you remember there was a Major Iqbal, who was one of the guys who was guiding. Even in the movie, the name of the guy is Major Iqbal. And so what I'm trying to say, this is just like Godfather, Colonel Mayank Chaubey ji. It's no different. This guy goes and bashes up the other side. The other guy comes back and takes revenge. We have seen this so many times. So why are these 6 countries? Why are these 6 countries banning this movie? Because one thing comes clear. Remember, I told you AMYMEK, that she tweeted out saying Pakistan is a shithole of a country, right? I am wondering if these 6 countries are suddenly waking up. Oh my God, when the oil finishes, is this what we will also become? So we don't want to remind our viewers today about the future that awaits them when the oil runs out. That's the way I see it. This is one of the, this is like, mere papa is not hiding behind the bush, and somebody comes looking for the father.
Exactly. Very well said.
So, Dhurandhar is just another, Marpeet movie, that kind of stuff. And it is liberally borrowed from PGurus.com of my books. Good luck to you, Aditya. You have written it, you have directed it, you have produced it. I can't blame anybody else. You are the guy who did everything. Good luck to you. And I'm very happy that people are willing to spend 3 hours to watch this thing. It's only part 1. Part 2 is still coming. That may be another 3.5 hours. I think mere kitabein pad lete, you will get all that and more.
It comes from your book.
Yeah. See here, I've actually got my book's portion. One second, I'm going to show it to you.
Sure. Up to I should. No, CG, I will not buy your book. You send me an autographed copy.
I will. So here, this is my sequel to the book Who
Okay.
Painted My Money White, which was about why demonetization was done.
Okay.
Read the bad guys. Dilawar Mustafa, a bright kid forced into becoming a don because of a mistaken identity. Dilawar enjoyed political protection in the form of Mamaji giving him carte blanche powers. आप थोड़ा अपना इमेजिनेशन थोड़ा छोड़िए. Tell me who is Mamaji and who is Dilawar. आपके मन में बैठ गया है, right? Next line. Naved and Javed Madani, the famous counterfeiter twins of Karachi. One was caught and is rotting in a prison. Even that's true today also. While the other one, what happened? ... So that part I think is going to come in the part 2 of Dhurandhar. So see, this is what happened, real life. Okay, these two counterfeiters were. So this is all my book. Paper in, money out. This is the sequel to my book, Who Painted My Money White, which was the original thing. And in this book, I also talk about the other thing that is discussed in the movie, where India's minister gives them a printing press, and also there is disclosure about how to get the security threats. Everything is, see, if somebody is a regular reader of PGurus.com and watching PGurus videos, you will know everything there is to know about, and that has come up. I say utara hai usne, because this is a fictional thing. You don't have to have the same thing, but easy tha. यहाँ से वहां से जाने की जरूरत नहीं है. रिसर्च भी सामने पड़ी है.
Wise men think alike.
Very true. Anyway, so it's all right. If it gets into the minds of people, that's what is important. The message needs to go. So I have a feeling that is what it is. Maybe you have more information about why this is happening, because I thought Pakistan lost the respect of all these countries, and why would they still go and ban this movie? I'm just like, what are you guys doing?
How has Pakistan lost respect? If you recall, Saudi Arabia had gone to Pakistan to do a pact with them, that if in case one of the countries attacked, it will be termed as the attack on the other country. Imagine Afghanistan is standing in front of Pakistan and Saudi Arabia doesn't come to the rescue of Pakistan. What to talk of India? So,
in my humble opinion, Saudi Arabia is throwing good money after bad money. You have given billions to them with the hope that they will give you the bomb. They don't have the bomb. Okay. Yeah. What they have is pudiyan, churan, Lahore ki churan, Lahori churan.
Lahori churan.
That's why.
I forgot to send you that picture.
Yes.
Let me search for it. If in case I find it, I'll upload
it. Sure. So I think the 6 countries are Bahrain, UAE, KSA, perhaps Qatar is also there. Doesn't matter.
Oman bhi tha, I think, hai na? Bahari Oman pata nahi.
Oman is supposed to be neutral, Sarji. Oman is supposed to be neutral. Oh, you got it. Lahori churan. So I really watch the thing like an exercise. Homework dekha hai. So I have got the timelines. Khanani brothers are introduced at 1 hour 10 minutes in the movie.
Okay.
The currency stuff is discussed 43 minutes later, how it is going to be done. Okay. Fake currency, Indian fake currency comes in through Nepal. Same thing is discussed in great detail in my book. Ab kya hai na, part 2 aane wala hai. Unless he goes and changes a lot of stuff, you will see more and more of my books in part 2. And if you want to know what is in part 2, you might as well buy my books, Paper in, Money Out, and Who Painted My Money White. You will know all there is to know about it. Basically, all I'm saying is this is just a gangster movie. And okay, so it makes what's his name, Ajit Doval as James Bond. I mean, it's okay. Ajit Doval is for India, because there is no other person to compare him with what he has done so far. Yes, sir, one thing that we have to admit and admire Ajit Doval ji for is in the 1999 Kandahar crisis, Okay, he wrote in the by way of a letter to the Prime Minister that he is against India handing over the terrorists in exchange for the hijacked prisoners. He this is some usually what happens is, this community meetings will be there, people will say who aisa ho jayega waisa ho jayega. No, he was very clear. I am giving it to you in writing that I am completely opposed to this action of the government. That takes balls, sir. It takes testicular gravitas.
Yeah.
About that, I completely admire Dovalji. It's not easy for somebody to come out because he's jeopardizing his whole career after that.
Career, yes.
Oh, yaad rakh liya to, hai na?
Sree, there was a historical incident where I was working in the MEA. We used to invite speakers to speak. So one of the speakers was Ambassador Vivek Kajju. Ambassador Vivek Kajju was the Joint Secretary when the Kandahar hijack took place. There was another officer, an IAS officer, who came there as a speaker that very day. He was one of those newly married couples. I won't name the officer, of course. He was one of those newly married couples. This guy was killed. One man was killed. I'm forgetting the name. Ripan. I'm forgetting the surname. So he lost his life. There were two young married couples there, newly married couples, and this IAS officer was one of them. And the third was one MTS. MTS is multitasking staff from the MEA who had accompanied this terrorist to Kandahar. And incidentally, all three people were there in that institute, and I happened to meet them, all three of them, and of course they shared their own stories with me. So yes, lots to share, nothing on air.
Well, see, the other thing about Kandahar hijacking is the fact that the company that counterfeited the currency for Pakistan on behalf Indian currency for Pakistan, the owner of that company, De La Rue, Delarue, it's I think now bankrupt, or maybe not. This person also was on the plane.
Why?
And he's a Swiss national, if I remember correctly, running the company in UK. Sab hota hai, US, UK, Europe. No, don't ask all these things, like tough questions. How can it be? It happens. So, I mean, he was the main reason that India said, oh no, we are not going to storm the plane, because evidently he had a lot of clout. So anyway, it's very interesting. Also, I heard that the raw chief of India in Nepal was also on that plane. I don't know whether it's true or not.
They showed in that movie also. They showed
right. I remember seeing that movie. Yeah.
IC-814.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So, well. Anyway, so let's take some questions now. Desi Stand says, who knows? We know ships laden with drugs and weapons are entering Bangladesh from Pakistan. Can't Indian Navy board, search and seize?
If in case they are going through neutral waters or Bangladeshi waters, you just can't. If in case they come into your side and if you have got pukta information, then probably you can. But slipping and sliding away in neutral waters, I don't think we have the jurisdiction to intercept. Sree, you would be aware of that, but then this is my information.
Yeah. You're right. See, otherwise it will become like what US is doing in Venezuela.
Yeah. You cannot become US.
Not there yet. Thank you so much, Kumaresh Ananda, for your super sticker.
It's come from Myanmar.
MYR is Malaysia ringgit, maybe?
Malaysia ringgit, okay. I thought Myanmar.
Sachin ji can check. MYR, what is that?
Malaysian ringgit hoga.
Jupiter Ganapati wants to know, because I remember him saying that he's from Malaysia. He's tuning in from Malaysia. Colonel, I think at some point, if things get worse in Bangladesh, India would be forced to act to safeguard its interests and act. Your thoughts and recommendations. Thanks. So we are coming back to Bangladesh now, sir.
Okay, Sree, my clear thoughts, it's my independent view that times have changed and so has the philosophy. Sree, let me make one thing very clear to everybody on this channel. that we as a nation, we have been peace loving. But if somebody says that we have not annexed land or we have not attacked, I would love to contest that claim. You cannot have a kingdom which spreads till Syria and goes till Indonesia just by thinking and meditating. So we have had warriors who have gone beyond their fortresses, claimed land, and annexed territories. So, okay, of course, we are peace loving people. We will not do that just to make place for ourselves, but then we are capable of attacking. We have been given that children, not Lahori children, that we will never attack anybody, we will not annex land. I am so sorry to say that. The army is not meant to fly doves, it is meant to kill. The army is trained to shoot to kill. Please understand that. When I fire a bullet, my motto is ek goli, ek dushman. That means if I'm firing a bullet, I have to bring down the enemy. Now, he can be the enemy of the state also. So the police can do Hawaii fire, the police can fire at the knee, but I'm supposed to bring down that man who is there in front of me. Understand the difference. And that is why the army is never brought while dealing with any situation. Army becomes the last resort. Coming back to your point, if in case the situation so demands, I am very sure that the government will not hesitate in moving people. Now, people say that in Bangladesh, Indian army is preparing to move. I'm so sorry. I have served there. The army does its regular exercises. You prepare for war. You don't sit in the barracks and you, jo picture mein dikhate na Sree ji, everybody is having a glass of rum, dancing and making merry. That's not army. It's just part of it. Okay, so we all work hard and we play hard. So when the army gets down to exercises, you are preparing for war and battles. Now, I would not stop here because exercises, they generally turn into battles and wars. So anything might happen. I'm not saying that, okay, we will not do this and we should not. No, sorry. If I'm in the army, I'm supposed to defend my motherland. So what if I have to cross the borders and go and hit the enemy across the border? Very clear to me. So if in case you feel that we are not going to attack, I'm so sorry, we can. And we have the might. The only thing is the will. That should be there. You remember in Operation Parakram, we were all set. Pakistan would have been smothered there and then. But then the political will was against it. So we held back. But now India is wounded. Why? Because you have carried out blasts in Delhi. Yesterday, the report has come that there were Pakistani terrorist organizations which were behind the blast. The report, a charge sheet has been filed, Sree, and clearly naming the Pakistani organizations. Now, probably the gloves are off. So Pakistan should be now on this channel. I should not be saying that star, 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 bricks, because the mood in India is offensive. It is nowhere preparing dossiers this time. You listen to what the Western Army commander said, that Pakistan will learn a lesson only when we annex Pakistani land. POJK is Indian land. We are not speaking of POJK here. When he says annexing Pakistani land, the idea is very clear that we are preparing for an offensive now. So if India speaks of offensive against Pakistan, Bangladesh should be shivering. That is what I mean to say. So if your question says that if India can, India must, India can and India will if it is required.
Next question, please. Amulu wants to know, both the father and son jihadis of Bondi Terror went to Indonesia many times to meet with the radicals there. ISI training camps, ISKP, ISIS connection?
Oh, there are reports that they had come to Pakistan, they had met their senior officials, they had met their ISI officials also. So let the investigations go on, and sources say that they have met Pakistani intelligence guys. They are trying to, now everybody is trying to deflect that Iran was behind this attack. You know, though the world is not naive, that the Israelis will go and smother Iran. I'm so sorry. Israelis have their intelligence. They are intelligent and they have their intelligence. So they will not go after the propaganda what is being floated in social media that it was Iran who was behind the attack. The first thing was that Pakistanis fighting on behalf of Iran. I'm so sorry. पैसे के भूखे हैं लेकिन दिमाग इतना भी पैदल नहीं है उनका कि they will go and fight for Iran there. I'm so sorry. So they were Pakistanis trained by Pakistan, radicalized at home itself by the father, and probably the father was radicalized by his own father. So it is now running in the family. So this Kida has to be eliminated. That's the requirement of the day.
Sir, unofficially, I have come to know from the White House sources that the ban on immigration into United States, which is now on 12 countries. Afghanistan is there. Pakistan is not there. It's going to be extended to 30.
पक्की बात है, हो जाएगा.
You can take bets, viewers. You can take bets. Will Pakistan be added or not? You can take bets.
My answer is a big no. Pakistan will not be added. Now, what will happen is that in Australia, my sources say that in Sydney, the Pakistanis are in fear, mortal fear, that they will be deported.
Good.
Yeah.
Go back to your great country.
Yeah. Flourishing country. They are now in mortal fear that although we are living in Australia, because these people have done this, so they are now fearing that they might be deported. So pay the price.
There was an interview with the border czar, Tom Homan, about Somalis. See, what he announced was, it was an interview with Newsmax channel. What he said was that this is something that I've covered as a monologue, viewers. You can watch it for more details. What he said was that the Department of Homeland Security and the Department of in Immigration and Naturalization Service, they were re-examining whether Ilhan Omar had married her own brother. Okay, so this has been going around for a while now. Yesterday I saw confirmation of sorts from the White House, but I'm waiting for them to say this thing officially, because it is still not going to be like she can immediately be put on a plane and be sent abroad. She will have a day in court, and then it has to be proven there, and wagera. But the other observation that DHS did, Kristi Noem, Department of Homeland Security Secretary, she said that 1 in 2 asylees of Somali descent in Minnesota are fake papers. Within 24 hours. Every nook and corner of Minnesota state, wherever there was Somali community, Somali leaders were coming and saying, oh, a few people, bad apples are spoiling our name. We are very law-abiding, this thing, and morally proper, blah, 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 blah. Okay, I played that also. This is something that Pakistani Australians, Pakistani British, Pakistani Americans, Pakistani Canadian have not done so far. इसका आपको फल भुगतना पड़ेगा.
100%.
I have warned for so long. I said the moderate Muslims have to come out and immediately, condemn all these things and take a stand. You don't do it, you're going to be painted by the same brush. Good luck. Next question, please. Sir, who is the main handler, Bade Mian? Where is this Bade Mian in movie?
Probably in the movie. I haven't seen the movie as yet, Sree.
Yeah, but it will come. There is a part 2, right? Zyada nahi hai, yaar. It's very, very close to what really happened. The Dhurandhar movie is very close to what. All he does is, take a few liberties here and there, connect the dots and all that stuff. That's what I'm saying. It's not so radical. It doesn't paint Islam in a bad way in any way. Sarji, ab dono side lad rahe hain Karachi mein. Everybody is a Muslim. What can you do? There is nothing there. ये कैसा ना knee-jerk reaction, अरे कराची के बारे में बोल रहे हैं, हम सबको भेज देंगे, just go and ban this movie in all these countries. वो भी क्या लाहौरी चूरन खा गए, क्या बोले आप? चलो, next one please. Parth wants to know, in international waters, why can't there be interception? Even extreme actions of life and liberty are allowed, right?
Life and liberty is something else. Parth and interception, or these sorts are different. I'm really not aware about the law situation there, so I won't be able to comment. But the answer that I gave was purely out of common sense, if that is so common.
And Parth, think about it. कितनों को रोकोगे आप? How many are you going to stop and search? How do you know that it is in this exact vessel unless you have reliable intelligence? One time you may be successful. Second time they'll give you false intelligence. Then you will go and search and you'll find nothing. That is not the way. There are other ways to take care of it, and they will be taken care of. Don't worry. Sir, very interesting session today, and we talked about a lot of things.
A
lot of fun.
Sir, we decided on 30 minutes. It's 50 minutes now.
Yes. Time just ran. Time flew. And viewers, as always, Rann-Neeti. Is it coming on Rann-Neeti also? Yes, I think it is coming on Rann-Neeti also. This program is coming live on Rann-Neeti, the channel of Colonel Mayank Chaubey. And viewers, feel free to subscribe to both channels. In fact, you should subscribe to both channels. And he brings on a lot of guests also. And I think you do it in Hindi and English, right? Yeah. So do watch it, do support him, do encourage him. And I love to have new people, because that's how the ecosystem will grow. I want it to grow really, really quickly. All the best to you, Sarji, and namaskar.
Sree, before you say all the best, notice here. Let me
yeah. I am completely forgot. Notice this right behind him.
So yes.
And there is the QR code. If you want to get your own Syngol with enclosure, the QR code is right there on the screen. You can scan that and place your order. Thank you so much, sir. Thanks for remembering.
Thank you, Sree. Thanks a lot.
Very nice.
Good luck to the guy who was inspired by your book. I say inspired.
Inspired, yes.
Jai Hind.